All right, what's up, YouTube? I wanted to make a quick video going over my keyboard and mouse settings, plus my video settings in Halo Infinite. This has been by far the most requested info from my stream. It literally gets asked like every 10 seconds. But anyways, let's get right into it. So for keyboard and mouse, what I do is I have hold to crouch enabled, also hold to zoom. I turn auto clamber off since that'll screw you in a lot of gunfights. I also have step jump off, which if you don't know, it makes it so your jump height is lower if there's like a small ledge in front of you. So yeah, that can also screw you. I have my mouse sense set to 1.5 and then all other sensitivities at default, which I might end up changing in the future because like ADSing with snipe, for example, feels a little awkward for me still. Usually I just straight up go for no scopes. For keybinds, pretty basic. Just the only things I really changed is I put crouch on C because when I rest my thumb on my space bar, my thumb is already by C, and it's a lot easier for me than hitting control. Also, my left pinky's a little messed up, so control doesn't really work for me. And crouch strafing in this game is very, very, very good. I do it literally in every gunfight unless I'm really far away. Equipment I have on my mouse button for the page up. Button on the side. Melee I set to E. Throw grenade I also have set to Q because the G default keybind, I don't know who thought that one was a good idea. Interact I have on F, which is an okay keybind. You don't use interact too much, so I don't think that this is that big of a deal. Switch to grenade I have is 2. And then for mark I also have on my mouse for page back. I think this is a very, very important keybind so that every time you're in a gunfight, you can very easily just ping the enemy and you can get some assists from your teammates. Other than that, that's about it for the for the mouse and keyboard keybinds. And then if we get into the video keybinds, I have my field of view set to 104. I actually like to have 105, but for whatever reason, every time I set it to 105 and then start a game, it changes it to 104. So here we are at 104. Resolution scale I actually set all the way down. Usually when you do this in other games, it looks absolutely terrible, but for whatever in Halo Infinite, it doesn't look that bad, at least to me. Some people say it's blurry. I personally don't see it. But yeah, so I have it set all the way down. That's just to get a higher frame rate, more consistent frame rate. My minimum frame rate I've set to 120, and then maximum frame rate I've set to 165, which is my monitor's refresh rate, a 165 hertz monitor. So yeah, 120 so that it can be a high frame rate, and then 165. So I just get more consistent frames. And I have a very good PC, so these settings might not work for you. You might need to change it up a bit depending on how strong your PC is. I have VSync off, limit interactive frame rate on, or inactive, sorry, not interactive. And then for my settings, I have literally everything low, except I have texture quality ultra, geometry quality ultra, and I believe I have animation quality on max, and then simulation quality also on ultra. Pretty much these things didn't really impact my FPS all that much, and I don't want my game to look too bad. But yeah, you could maybe lower these ones a little bit if you care more about FPS, all that stuff. Another thing, blur 0%, screen shake 0%. Full screen effects I have 100%. I don't really mind them. Some people like to turn this off, so that's up to you. Speed lines I also like. I don't really mind it. Some people like to turn that one off. But yeah, so I have all that set to that. Audio, I actually recommend turning off your environmental effects. If you play on the map streets, you'll hear like a bunch of like random police sirens and like a helicopter and like there's so much random noise. This will turn it off. So that's the only real thing that will change. So I recommend actually turning that off because I was playing that map. All of a sudden police sirens were going off. I straight up thought I was getting swatted. I'm not even gonna fucking lie. So yeah, everything else I have default here. And did I change anything with the UI? No, I'm pretty sure I didn't. The only thing that I changed was like the color of enemies, but that's really just like preference. I changed it to enemies are yellow, teammates are purple because I'm a giant Laker simp. But yeah, anyways, that's all of my settings, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope it helps you out. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.